So here's what happens when one of the chips on a miner board shorts out and there's no computer connected. This is a good board here, around room temperature, and this is 5 minutes plugged in, but not hooked up to the system. I can get that on the camera. Almost 200 degrees Fahrenheit. This one's still, I'm able to touch it. This one, I'm gonna get burned if I hold it. So one of the chips on here possibly shorted, and I had the system unplugged from one of the power supplies, but the other two were still hooked up, and the system overheated, not having any airflow. It just got hotter and hotter, and meltdown. Where's the other board? And this one's shorted also. I'm guessing it got so hot that it melted some of the solder joints. Oh, I can feel the heat coming off that from here. Nice. How much current it actually pulls. Got it hooked up. 3 amps. 12 volts. So that's about 36, 37 watts of power. Somewhere in here, it's probably a couple of these chips have shorted. Hot. See what it shows. 5 amps. So that one was 3 amps, and that one was 5 amps. Oh, this one's actually higher. There. Let's take a look at the good board, just to check, because it might have been damaged also. Okay. Okay, so here's a normal card, and it's actually has a little red light that lights up and only uses 1/3 of an amp right there. So that's acceptable. That light shows that it works, that it's ready. These up again just to make sure. Yep. No LED. The correct wire this time. The wire that's thick enough to handle the current, and it's gone up to 4 amps. With the other set of wires, I was only at 8 volts here. Now it's at the right voltage. Yeah, almost 12. It's starting to get pretty hot in the center area. Can't really tell where it's coming from though. like right here, like that. It's that one right there. Okay, I'm gonna do a video trying to record, see what happens if I just plug it in and let it thermal run away. With the power supply hooked up, it was exceeding its maximum current. So I'm gonna have the miner power supply hooked up to it, the original one that cooked it in the first place. Not because the voltages were wrong or anything. It cooked it because it was a 1.2 kilowatt power supply. And when one thing shorted out, it didn't shut off. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. Yep, over 200, almost boiling. We'll have to get a cup of water and see if it sizzles. I've been waiting several years to take one of these apart. This is the S9 board, one of them that didn't work. I knocked off a few of the heat sinks. And this is the chip that's on the board. Those chips don't look right. One thing, there's pins only on the sides. I thought those were BGA. And they're not BGA. They even have 2 dies on each chip. And it could be the power supply side, and then no, that's the only side with chips on it. This side is just heat sinks. Trying to get it open without damaging the center part. I don't remember seeing anything like this online when they advertised the new chips. And there it is. There's one of the dies. That's out of focus. And here's all the heat sinks from one board. And then I put them in the water right after I desolder them to clean them up later. I just don't have to worry about it. Some of these are soldered. One side they're soldered, the other side they're epoxied. You see there? After removing all the heat sinks, there's one chip with a bunch of black stuff all over it. It looks like it might be the same glue they used for the other chips, but there's a lot more of it. Alright, I got all the heat sinks off, the chip side, and the other side, which was soldered on. The heat sinks were actually soldered on to the board. And this is how many you get from one board. These little ones are really nice. They're made of extruded aluminum. Actually, is that anodized? 200 of these things. 200 little heat sinks. Actually, no, 202. 202.